Hey there, Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Moon, Capricorn Rising. Welcome to your Lionsgate Gateway Activation reading. You are the last one I'm doing, but you are not the least. I'm a Capricorn Rising Sun. Here we go. Look, we have St. Michael showing up, the Sword of Light. This is the energetic tool of Archangel Michael, the Prince of Heaven, and his name that means he who is like God. He is considered the source's right hand. He is the archangel who has chosen to guide and protect all light workers. Anyone who is feeling called to make a difference on this planet can be guided and supported by him. The sword of light has been pictured as both the spear of light and as a lightning bolt. Either way, it is a powerful symbol of truth and spiritual power. Even though it is carried by Michael, it can be invoked by all who are working in the light to help them move beyond blockages and limitations and to sever the cords of fear. Joan of Arc invoked it when she was going into battle. When this card comes to you, know that it is a confirmation that you are walking the path of light and responding to pre-incarnation soul contracts to make a difference on this planet. It is also a sign that you have the opportunity to sever connections to fears and limitations. Energetic cords bind us to situations, loved ones, and even the past, but you are in the transition now and detaching from unnecessary connections and dramas and fears. Know that there will be great severing at this time, and you may feel isolated for a moment as you are reconfiguring your circle of trust and moving into a life that is greater, in a greater alignment with your highest good. Know that the cords that bind you to loved ones and to soul families remain intact, and it is only the lower vibrational connections that are being severed. Expect breathtaking, it's breathtaking when it happens. Expect breakthroughs and doors of opportunity opening for you. If you feel strongly connected to Archangel Michael, know that this energy is with you now. So, I will tell you as I'm dealing out these cards. So, I'm in the process of regenerating. I let my energy get too low, and so I had to take some time down here. So I'm going to pull out the cards before I do your reading, just because that's where I'm at in my space. But I had a cord cutting with Archangel Michael that was so breathtaking. It really was. And I will tell you that the cords of lower vibrational energy looked like tendrils in a plant, but they were energy, and they were like really big, and they were moving, like they were full of energy, but it was this really dark black energy, and they connected me to a variety of things. And Archangel Michael, I asked him to cut the cords, and when he hit them with his sword, they burst into light. And it was like sparkly sparkles, like, I don't know, maybe if you were working in a forge and hit the hammer and all the lights, I don't know how to explain it. It was just this beautiful, powerful lights coming up, and it was just diamondy and gorgeous and beautiful. And so the things you don't even have to know, you don't even have to be able to consciously identify that what is blocking you, holding you down, the lower vibrational energy. You may be aware of some of it, but and I do think you might be aware of some of it, since we have the never-ending story showing up here in your energy of resources. Okay, so but it could just be that you have blockages around resources, where you feel like, oh God, I get so far and then I can't seem to go any further, right? Any job I take, I can always get, advance really quickly, and I make $25,000 a year, but I can never seem to break through to the six figures, right? I can't seem to push that, whatever it is, whatever that blockage is. You may not be aware of what it is. It doesn't mean that you can't get it to be severed. You can ask Archangel Michael to come in and sever the blockages. So where in your body? I'm okay. So right now they're my foot. Okay, so when I had a lot of blockages, my foot was so bad, it was like this, and I couldn't walk on it. And I spent close to $1,000 having hour after hour after hour of massage therapy on just my foot, and we couldn't work through all of it. I actually had my friend Nancy do. She does Reiki. She Reiki'd it, and between that and the cord cutting, it went away. like the pain went away, and I was able to release a lot of stuff. So if you are feeling in your body blockages, maybe getting some Reiki, I will ask her permission, and if I get it, I will put her information in the description box below. She does do that. She does Reiki over the phone, right? So you don't have to, remotely, thank you. So you don't necessarily have to be there for it. But there's this energy system, and somehow you need to write yourself a new story. And so having someone physically remove these blockages, because okay, now I'm feeling it in the lower back. So there's definitely like some body aches showing up. Some places, wherever it is that you're aching, there's some energy that needs to be released, okay? So there's that. But there's also this energy around the story. It is the story you tell yourself. And it's time to write a new story. Oh, look at this. I didn't even get a chance to look yet. You are breaking out. It says a new life. The egg is cracking open. You're stretching. You're growing. There's opportunity here. And all these cards say that. But first, you have to finish this. Because here in the obstacles, we have the unfinished symphony. And the unfinished symphony says you need to wrap something up. You need to let something go. You've got to finish something before you can move to the next new thing, right? And that is this never-ending story, this one of not being good enough, not being capable, not having whatever. Whatever is the story, and that story was probably told to you when you were a child. And you're thinking, well, how in the world is that stopping me from all the money I want to make? Well, if, let's see, my mother used to say, we can just never have any nice things. Well, you know, that's what you grew up hearing. We never have any nice things. And it becomes ingrained in you, right? But if you are raised with a family who doesn't even look at the price tag because they just know they can afford everything, you probably don't look at the price tag either, right? So there's stuff that happened. Now, I don't know why it's coming up as money, because this actually has to do with a lot of other things when it's in resources, but that's what I'm getting. Really strong hit on financial abundance here. So let's just see what's going on here. In the energy of what is draining yours, we have the thinking. That goes with this. Like they're sitting there both like this, head in hand, telling themselves the same thing. I can't figure this out. I don't know what to do. I'm not smart enough. I'm not good enough. If you're Maggie, and I am, I'm not good at technology. That's a real block for me that I got to work through. So there's things, right? There's things, but there's ways around it. And so there's a need to figure these things out, right? And so finding new ways of doing and being. And so you're being asked to be flexible. Because in the energy of the action to take, you have the card of flexible. And you got to be willing to do things differently, to tell yourself a new story. I knew it was about money. Finances showed up here. That's hysterical. Okay. And we also have the card of adult children. So I am telling you, it feels like whatever you were told as a child about money. We never have enough money. I don't have money for that. You can't, you know what? You work hard, and, you know, the rich keep getting richer, and they just stomp all over us. And we don't, whatever the narrative. You're an adult now. You get to tell yourself the new story, the one where you are unlimited. You are unlimited. You have new life, and you have welcomed the new. I don't know if you can read these things. The lighting is weird because it's like almost 8:30 at night. But it says, welcome the new. We have Treasure Island up here and what you're trying to seek out. So the treasure chest is open and hearts and stars are coming out of it. And it feels like you're dreaming about how can I get into flow, and how can I access, how can I create all that abundance, right? And so again, the block, the stop here is that you've got to finish telling the story. You got to write the new story, the one where you're successful. The one where everything you need just flows to you. The one where I can adjust and adapt to whatever the circumstances are. I'm so capable. That one. Because here, the key to the situation is come to the edge. It's risky on the edge, right? It's not playing it safe. It's doing something new and exciting, new life. Welcome the new, something new and different, something that resonates in your heart, and you just feel like you fall into it. We have serendipity. It is like I'm just always in the right place at the right time with the right people and the right opportunities. Things just show up for me. Money falls out of the sky for me. Opportunities fall out of the sky for me. Clients fall out of the sky for me. Whatever it is you're looking for. And I really want to encourage you not to place a dollar amount on your dream, because you're limitless. And if you put a limit on it, it will block you. And so remain wide open to the possibilities of the universe. This card says wide open. And look, she's standing on the frickin' edge. Come to the edge. Open yourself up wide to all the opportunities that are coming for you. Wow. You know, I've done you're the last sign, and most of the readings were almost 25 to 30 minutes. Virgo went super fast, and you guys are cruising along here. So the earth signs have got this thing wired. Taurus wasn't even that long compared to the other ones. Look at this. How do you transform the situation? It is milk and honey. You just, that Winnie the Pooh, right? The land of milk and honey. The land of milk and honey. Decide that you live in the land of milk and honey. There is a rainbow here, so there's been a storm. The pot of gold is the land of milk and honey. Everything that you want is being provided for you. Everything you want. Welcome in the new opportunities. Ask Archangel Michael to cut the cords of the lower vibrational energies that are blocking you, that are making it hard for you to sing the new song of who you are, to complete the symphony. Don't allow yourself to sink into the stinking thinking of repeating these old stories that you may not even be aware are your stories. And so that's something to think about. What did you hear as a child? Because that matters. That's where this comes from. And right now we've got Chiron doing a retrograde in Aries. That energy is squaring your energy. And it is about working with that inner child and reminding ourselves that those dreams, those goals, that limitlessness that we had as a child is for real. Accept and love myself. What are you anchoring into? There's a cyclical change. We have the fates. Right now, Capricorn. Based on the astrology, Cancer somewhat, but you for sure are uniquely positioned at this point in time, especially over the next 1.5 to 6 years, to really reap the reward of your hard work. And I know you work hard. So be flexible, be open. Let's put this story to rest. We're done with that. Let's welcome in this new energy. Welcome in the new life. Wide open and out of a sense of truly loving and nurturing yourself and your childhood dreams and goals and the visions that you had for yourself and the ones that you have now as an adult child of God. Now, I look at this and I can see some of you may be in the situation where you need to help out your adult children with their financial situation. So that could be something that is going on. And maybe you need to help them to see themselves in a new light also. So that for some of you, that's a thing. But don't be so busy supporting your adult children that you're not taking care of yourself first. I put myself a little further than I should be behind the financial 8 ball because I was trying to help my adult children who were taking advantage of the situation, of my generous nature toward my children. So that's just Cautionary tale. All right, so you guys take really good care of yourselves. Love to see what you're going to do with this. Be sure to let me know in the comment section. This is amazing, really. There's really nothing wrong here, except the story that you tell yourself. So write a new one, right? Write a new one. All right, I'm on Facebook every day. We're working with Venus over there as she transits through empowering energy of Leo. And if you are a Capricorn rising, that is the 8th house of transformation. That is also the house of other people's money. And so it's an opportunity to really cash in on opportunities that are out there. And there's always opportunities out there, but there's going to be a flexibility that's going to be required in order to do that. If you'd like a reading, I do those. So be sure to check that out. And I will check with Nancy about the Reiki. But I'm pretty sure you'll be okay. You'll be okay. And I think that's it. All right, you guys take great care, and I'll see you again here soon. Did I say check me out on Facebook where I do astrology? You should do that. You'll know what's going on then. All right, talk to you soon.